in the our Sheda book, page I think 39, on explanation about chitta meters in general, and in the our 9 yanas, and also exactly it's the same, just talking about the general is the mid mind class. And there, why you say the mind class? In our book there is one sutta, the quotations, the sutta of the 10 levels. It says, the Buddha, O sons of the conquerors, the 3 realms are the only in the mind. The 3 realms, form, desire realm, form realms, formless realms. That means the entirely the word, or the entire all the phenomena. It's only the mind. But there is kind of simple explanation. Okay, stupid our book, but it doesn't matter. The view of the chitta meters does not assert an out object, but it does assert self-illumination, 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 and self-awareness as the being absolute. That is the kind of reality. That is the really the mind. And it says the self-illumination. Please, you translate. Very nice. I think this one. Self-awareness is as being the absolute truth, that perspective. And also these views, how is kind of demolished to the view of the Shavaka Buddhas, is next paragraph says, with regard to the assertion of the indivisible particles, the view of the Shavaka Buddhas, by the Shavaka and the Pachika Buddhas. This view accords the Chittamatta's view with the above quote from the Vasubandhus. Vasubandhu is Vasubandhu. Vasubandhu is the brother of the Asangas. And the questions of the 6, or the collection of the particles, and this is kind of the partless particle and the indivisible moment of the consciousness are the kind of the, you can do diva. For example, particles is using the 6 parts. What does it mean? This part, the partless particles itself, has 6 directions, 4 directions, up, down. Or it is kind of the collect particles, or how it is. If you say it's there's such particles like this, pi of these forms, it's connected or not connected. And also it's there is a kind of the meeting or not meeting. This is very important. Meeting and not meeting. Meeting and not meeting is the maker of the demolish of the indivisible moment of the consciousness. The example of the Om and Ahom. Om and Ahom. Om is the past, Ah is the present, Hom is the futures. Then this is 3 times. Past is connected to the present. How it is the present? This present is connected to the past. You say it's this 3 times is connected, but you cannot to say the 3 times. Then in this middle, this Ah, it's meeting in the first Ah, in the meeting in the second is Hom. Then itself as true aspect. This is not in the middle. Then you need to, this one is divided, and you make between there's empty, not connected. And if you say connected, this one also is like you have two parts. You go to the part, take a part. Then finally there's no connect. This is like kind of logical. Meeting or not meeting. Meeting or not meeting. And the six, these collection or not collections. Meeting or not. And therefore it's like former and later. First or like later means it's like first and later disconnect. And so on are the contradicted and completely defeated by the logically first two classes. Then it's become the Chittamitas automatically Madhyamikas part. And it's the consequently it's like in this Chittamitas class, according to this system, the appearances of the whatever object is only the appearances of the one's own mind, and not truly established as anything other than that. Only the projected by the mind is like kind of, as we already said, I don't need to repeat again, because it's like this externally whatever we have perceived is not definitive, and earth is not earth. Earth is like we say is earth, but other sentient beings maybe perceive water, and therefore only here is the nothing other than that of the mind, nothing said. And what does it mean? Means is like there is this quotation set in the descended into the Loka Sutta, I say. Wonderful like kind of the quotations. Just as the cherish do not recognize a rope and take it to be a snake, through not seeing the working of the inner mind, they conceptualize them as outer objects. And then it's like kind of they do not understand the inner, like inside the inner mind. Then they kind of they conceptualize them as outside truly existence. And that is like kind of in the individual, ordinary sentient beings is like this. Therefore, it is everything is working of the inner mind. Therefore, it's the mind's perceptions. Wonderful there is. Jeta tofa ma hipi dirt zomata. Nong send menton pi hirochen and toxic. Then there is like kind of argumentations downstairs. The kind of stupid explanations. If it is mind, then how are outer object perceived? And how it is like mind's outer object perceived? As we this morning talking about when the mind perceived the fire or the mountains, how? And this is a form that is outer object, do not really exist as the matter, do not really existence, do not really existence as the matter. There's like kind of the matter is like kind of just matter many things. Matter is like something material, or you can say that. Really is the matter means it's like something dependently appearing there is. There's matter means there's almost something dependently appear. There is like kind of something is like in Tibet we say it's like bamboo. And the matter that's through the rapidity of habit forming impotence, habit forming impotence. Habitual forming imprinting, whatever now we are habitual forming imprinting in our minds, form, sound, smell, so on. That one's later on you used to perceive. Of the perceived object in the all ground. So this ground means it's like, and it's quite in the ground, the alaya. This all the ground. It is like kind of the all the ground consciousness. In the Sanskrit, the consciousness of the alaya. They appear as the out forms. In the alaya, the ground consciousness, you divide it three. And then there is the store rooms of the in the alaya, on the ground, all the ground. And in these store rooms, there is the habitual-forming imprintings, everything's there. That just these perception pictures shine out. Like horse and elephant in the dreams. Nice examples. During the you see habitual forming imprinting horse and elephants. Then in the you dream like this. That is like kind of like exactly like the childish taking a rope to be the snack. I think it's like this. Therefore, they say the mind is like this. I'm reading is this stupid book, but probably you don't need to read, okay? And they assert that all appearances are the mind. And that mind, that mind, how it is the same as the Dzogchen Rinpoche's book. We say it's like, that mind is asserting as both the outer perceiver object and the inner perceiving mind are both empty. It's not this luminosity mind. The mind is not below the object of the outer phenomena, not connect to the perceiver subject of the mind. The both is the perspective, the empty. You say the matchless is not empty of the matchless, but the emptiness of the object and subject. Object and subject is this dualistic the perspective, these obscurations. But in the middle, there is like kind of the mind. We say it's the matchless. There's the self-illumination. At least she translated like that. That is the consciousness of that is the self-illumination and the self-awareness alone. They assert this is to be absolute view, and that is truly established. And also is the noble, the Nagarjuna's turquoise plain is it. In his one commentary says, and it's maybe he's established the view of the Chitamata class. Of course, pure as glass, no dual self-awareness. It is like kind of pure glass, this self-illuminations. It's the profound as the being, the absolute truth. This is the perspective of the Chittamatas. Then, next one is explanation about the classification of the Chittamatas. In particularly, I think I don't want to go more further. You can to read that. There is the principally, there is two classes, and then subclasses. One is like two classes, one is 3, up 5. These sort of classes maybe you can too study. It's a fantastic, and that is the like principle why it is out in the 9 vehicles is very short. That says. The approach of the middle way is to realize that all phenomena appear in the manner of the dependent origination, but are the reality emptiness beyond the 8 extreme of conceptual elaboration. Through this approach, on the basis of the explanation of the true levels of the reality, they realize that the completely the absence of any personal self phenomena identities. Of course, I lost my where this page. Doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, personal self. Ilu tomba ni tupun taje to travatala betches. Okay. The absence of the any personal self and the phenomena identities, and I'm just to kind of checking the border of the Chitamata class and the Madhyamaka class, and like this, and here is like the both. Well, in the our how do you say Zankar Rinpoche's the 9 vehicles. The very very simple way. It is the middle way. It's like very short. There says yes. It's like kind of like they destroyed all kind of any kind of the accepted some particle or indivisible moment of the consciousness, or it even that it doesn't matter, and the self-illumination or the self-awareness is something truly existence, and then they are like kind of the augmentation It is the view in the aspect. We can to say the view maybe is a little bit. We say, what do you mean views? I mean, sometimes says our body, verb, mind. If you can to take example of the body, okay, maybe body or computer, or maybe it's like something mind. Maybe mind is, I don't know. We can pick up one phenomenon, and for example, it's like maybe we can too easily these glasses. My glasses here. They're just glasses, and then it's like the glasses is here. Yes, nice glasses. And this glasses this is the relative glasses. But real glasses means is the itself is like kind of itself is here. But this is how it is that continue to appear like this here. That's very important. I can to talk these glasses, dirty glasses, not dirty glasses. Ugly glass, beautiful glasses. I can to like talk all the things. And then it's like these glasses to check. And these glasses is like clean part, unclean part. And dirty part, not dirty part. Old, new, and this many kind of classification. But the real these glasses, sensual glasses itself, and it's not belong the past, not belong the future, not belong the dirty part or big or small part, and not dependent any is others. And this perspective, I can to this glass break or fix it, dirty and clean, and move, and like kind of come from past, present, futures. But really, this glass is the fixated, like a pure part. Then this glass never become the dirty. I fixated in the pure part. Or this glass is fixated in the dirty glass, then this glass is never ever become the clean, beautiful. And this glass is like this glasses is a fixated time. How is this glasses itself has 3 times? And the essence is that nature glasses is like a kind of free, and it's a source of this glasses itself. This is like kind of continuation source. It is not computers, not tibers, not sky, not itself has the true nature, not mind, true nature. True nature is not restricted, tolerant, peace, unbiased, and therefore it is the main principle glasses is the true nature, the essence this glasses itself is the freeze. Therefore, this is a very, very important element of the Buddha's research. It's not permanent, not is impermanent. It's really the essence glasses. Essence glasses not glasses. Glasses not its nature, but it itself doesn't matter. Many particles or one particles. It's like this. For example, when you said this glasses, the nature permeated each particles like this, you can't say that, but that means some people think one is like permeated, like kind of cover over like this to nature. No, each particle to take, the particle itself has nature. The particle itself, nature's particle is not different. Glasses, nature is glasses is glasses. Glasses itself is the nature of the glasses. And then it's like this, you can to see this kind of Then is Nangachuna to say it's like coming, going. It is just a delusion. This nature of the glass is not coming, not going. It's go beyond that. Then it's like this is just a simple one. Then this meaning is provided to all the phenomena, same like the glasses. But then it's like the object and subject, the mind itself. Mind itself is, of course, is the naturally based, is the same. But mind is the luminosity perspective. This is like we can do some matter, concrete things. It is like you look like kind of there's no existence of the like enlightened mind's qualities, like a kind of the notion. Maybe you can to say it's like kind of the cognizers. It hasn't. If you like kind of throw out theirs, okay, there, broken. They not says I'm a pain, I'm like kind of the thirsty, I'm kind of like this. This is just materials. There's the essence nature is the a little bit. The mind is a nature aspect is empty, but it itself is a luminosity perspective. There is the cognizers. Then mind is a very spacious. And then it's like externally you realize that. And then Chitamata's class is also fantastic things. And this, of course, this glass is when you say something, the glass is externally. Reality is like mind, there's no mind, no glass. If there's no mind, no samsara, nirvana. What you are talking about. No mind, there is nothing what you are talking about. And in this perspective, then it's the mind. Then it's go back to the mind. The mind is all external object. If there is something, they are like this, free of the any extremes, existence or existence. And then is turn inward, is the perceiver of the mind. Also is like this. Very much similarities. Then you haven't got any arrow of the external object, inner your mind. And the Madhyamaka, they said, is, I haven't got any comment of the two nature realities. I don't say the luminosity, I don't say the emptiness, I don't say it's like something particles. There's no comment, nothing comment, untalkable, unexpressible, unlike kind of describable. That is like this. And then is others, if someone's like comment says existence, no existence, then they are coming across. Okay, you say existence, how it is the existence? Tell me. If you say no existence, okay, then it's no existence, how it is appearing this such a phenomenon? Can you tell me? Then it's like others' commitment go inside to break down that, to really to demolish others' comment. But it's yourself. Can you say something? Just silent. And then why you become the silent? Because Buddhas never ever describe these absolute realities. It says the Buddha himself absolute the true nature of realities. Even the Buddha's eyes, nothing to see like something. In the Abhisamayalankara says, you look at the truly look, you kind of the count of finding nothing, but it's you meditate on this nothing finding. That is the good like kind of there's quotation, find. Then how you can to describe? Then you say if you cannot describe, that is not a really strange view, strange idea. You should to okay. If you say it's like order to me, maybe I can to say blah blah, but I'm not truth. I may become same as you, Chittamatas, and I may become same as the you of the Shavaka, Pachika Buddhas. Then I want to become like this. They say Madhyamikas. I don't want it. I'm a middle way. And Buddha also, they finally realized that he says like, hey, my friends, come with me, let's eat. Enlightenment is not extreme way to be. Enlightenment is the middle ways, he said, middle way. Why it means this is middle way is connected to the really universal based one. That is maybe is like for you is the the Mahayana's view is that that's the best. Completely is through this, then you are reach the enlightenment. You realize that this the non-bile sort of the your essential essence. Then you are so happy, smiley. You are not dependent of the permanent, impermanent. You're happy or something is like a kind of a benefit. Is not the like kind of the from the samsara, nirvana, and very much tolerant, and very much kind of the joyful. And it's like true that there's no kind of the error. It's extreme, profound meditations. Therefore, they say this absence of the any personal self or the phenomena identities. Okay, that is the Mahayana's view is like this. Then is like Madhyamika Chittamitas. Also Madhyamikas, you can to divide it basically two, and Pasangika, and other one is Savantatikas. And then is like the I think is the Savantatika, yes, first one, and you can to divide it. I think is two kind of the there is a upper and like a below something, and of course it's a principle. I think it's like Pasangikas, or other one is Svantatikas. Great master is the Asanga, and the Shantarakshita, so on. But what it is really to realities, maybe this really in the border of the this Madhyamika's two classes. Madhyamika has two classes. Chittamita based two classes. Chittamita is already there, you can to study. And Madhyamika has two classes, but they are a little bit. One is to follow the how do you say, it's like I forgot it. This true absolute truth, how do you say? Countable, or no, there is. Do you remember? Specified? No, it's like another one there is. No, other there is. This English terminology, I forgot it. Okay, Jigme in Tibet is namdrong putondam to namdrong mayim putondam categorizations. Categorization absolute truth, uncategorization categorize the absolute truth. The categorization absolute truth is the first Madhyamikas. Uncategorizations is the second class view. Uncategorization says means it's just immediately to holding almost is the like kind of Mantrayana's way. It's Mantrayana's way means it's like you not kind of the analyze much to immediately to transform like kind of pure perceptions. Then it's like it's relatively it's not pure but absolutely pure. You know? Then is the categorized absolute truth. But this just basically, the Sutta perspective, the Mahayana, two classes, Chittamita and Madhyamikas. Generally, it's like we view established Chittamita's class view and Madhyamika's class view. Then the deviation you have each individual. Maybe you can to study, and it's like quite. Then it's like this conduct, Mahayana's conduct. Okay, Mahayana's conduct is look, we can to there is concerning their path and how they practice meditation. And this is like not, it's like I made mistake, it's like the meditation, okay? And they first time establish, made then the view, then they are meditate on the view. Generally speaking, it's very important first time to check the view. And then it's a view you establish, then you are resting. Make joke. First time, in order to sit, you need to have a sitting like chair or cushion, something. And then it's like you decided to make the cushion or the chair, and you already done that. That is your view. Then you sit on it. Then relax it. Exactly the chair of the view is a comfortable or uncomfortable, perfect chair or not perfect chair, correct or not correct, that view. Then during the meditation means you are sitting your mind. You sit your mind in this chair. Very important, this chair. And like on this chair is something wrong, broke, maybe you fell down, injured. Maybe even you die. And it's like maybe question is not very good. Exactly, I make joke, okay? Yes. Meditation on the view, all the times view is the meditation. Then is the meditation. He says their path and how they practice the meditation. The bodhicitta realized, bodhisattvas realize, and attain the developing the familiarity with the indivisibility of the true levels of the reality. And like true reality, it is like indivisible. So indivisibility means it's not falling into the relative truth and not falling into the absolute truth. Exactly the pattern Rinpoche in the hard trials. The relative truth, absolute truth, both emerged into united. Then you meditate on the unification of the true truth. Then there's one pointer step, like this. And it's like we establish the perfect view, Madhyamikas view, not falling in the relative luminosity or absolutely essence emptiness. It's like kind of both perspective. This the indivisibilities. It's relative is the absolute truth. Absolute is relative. Relative is not different than absolute truth. Absolute truth is not different than relative. You cannot say same, cannot say different. It is like kind of there is the unification is naturally there. There's elaborations all the times making problems. It's difficult to approach the realities. Therefore, they say it is the indivisibles. On the basis of the yogi meditation that united Samantha, united Samantha. Also, in the Madhyamikas perspective, there are the separation of the meditative concentration or the post-meditations, or the Samantha of the karma burden, or the like kind of vipassana or the spatial seeing inside. There's no different. It's absolutely the same. If you are sitting, going, looking, if you are meditating, the Samantha, the Shamantha. Same times you have the Vipassana, Vipayana, Vipassana. Meditate sequentially on the 37th factor of the enlightenment, while on the path of the training connected to these 5 paths. Absolutely, it is absolutely. It's like this. You can to look at the our which book? I don't know. It's a number which I think third one or maybe this one is. Some is our Yoshida book. But I have, I took piece. Therefore, it's like I need to which push because I all the times to mix, separate everywhere. Okay now. But this beginning is there's no. Oh, second your book, like kind of 157, and you look from that, and then it's like it's a maybe it's there is beginning, but I'm in the path, Chapter 2, the 4 perfect abandonment. 4 perfect abandonment is which path? Huh? I think it's like the 4 perfect abandonment are the practiced on the middling path of the accumulations. Middling. It is said that one meditate on them. The qualities of the Mahayana path of junction will certainly arise during future lifetimes. Look, there's simple explanation. And therefore, that time is like your practice. Then it's like this. Here, the practice of the middling of the accumulating 5 parts. And it's like here is object, method, essence, purpose, and like kind of the terminologies. I don't want to go through this kind of but you have, it's like quite, there's a simple, of course our Shida book is very ugly, but there is a simple kind of the explanation, and maybe it's like too details, maybe you are fed up, and therefore I just wrote it a very simple way. And then it's like Mahayana's conduct. There's a 4th. Conduct normally is a supporter of the meditating. And you establish the what you are going to meditate, establish the view, and then you sit on the view, you meditate on the view, what you are discovered, look at that. And that moment, then is how it is the conduct to help. They practice the 6 transcendent perfections for their own benefit and the 4 means of the attention for the sake of the others. That is the fantastic. And is your view is the non-conceptualization. Absolutely, you meditate on it fantastically, and it's like go through this path. But and also it's like conduct 6 transcendent. 6 transcendent, the transcendent of the generosity, transcendent of the discipline, transcendent of the patient, transcendent of the diligent, transcendent of the meditative concentration, transcendent of the wisdoms. And also sometimes there's a 10 like kind of transcendent perfections. And then it's like you add 7th is the transcendent of the means, skillful means. And then it's the 8th transcendent is the power. And then it's the 9th transcendent of the aspiration. And then is the 10th transcendent is the primordial wisdom. Sometimes there's transcendent, but like in the generally there is the 6th transcendent. Their own benefit and for the others, it's like there's the 4 their own benefit, and the 4 means and okay, and it's a little bit kind of strong, their own benefit, okay? Generally, it's like conducted, it's like, but maybe there is, yes. And that kind of the benefit means through this is like kind of purified to the others. And of course, it's like you making generosity. And we can to say, you generosity, you're doing the benefit for the others. But maybe others has benefit, but maybe it also not. You do the generosities is purification of the yourself. And therefore, it's like maybe you can to see the benefit of the both. Maybe it's the such benefit both to yourself, others, the 6th transcendent. Here is the 4, like for the means of the attractions for the sake of the others. That is like a kind of the attraction for the sake of the others, disciples. And this is the 4 means is like spatial methods, and like a kind of the 4 like things to attack for the sake of the others. And one is like kind of the giving the materials. That is the one method. For example, maybe like some other student maybe doesn't want to follow, doesn't want to listen to you and the Bodhisattvas, then you give present. It is something this person's what this person's like. Maybe food, maybe chocolate, maybe ice cream, maybe it's something nice things. And then it's like some in the ordinary sentient beings, you give something, then they come in more close. And maybe it's like kind of the faith of the eagers. If I'm be closer, maybe this teacher or the masters can give me something, then nice. Then you become the families, then you slowly kind of maybe can to change. Like for example, if you want to help addict, dog addict, and it's like kind of the ugly person said, and it's marvelous you come to change it. And I make joke, okay? Make joke, not the really truth. And in America there is one lady, and normally she is hated the men because there's very much argumentation man to woman. The one day she saw that one poor guy, homeless, and then when she traveled and she saw her, it's absolutely desperate, wearing very ugly clothes, and he's looking some in food in the rubbish bin. And then she looked, but she thought, how I can to help this person, so much suffering. And then she every day is coming, she give to the some bread, some. She say, would you like coffee? Said, of course. She realized that it's a reality. It's very handsome, very like kind of the powerful, but he's lack of something, because he's about something problems. He doesn't want to work, become alcoholic. Then it's just to give up them. He's no problem mentally something. And then is his very little interest. They kind of love each other. And then they married. And then she says, life is not like your way. Life is like this. Then she's changed his life. And he's become very successful business, very rich become. And then he's talking about like kind of kindness of this lady. And she also says, okay, my action was works. This kind of first time generosity in follow. So, for example, some lamas, teachers, also they do. Best students where it is you don't know. Sometimes some students coming very rich, smart, looks like intelligent, may be very dangerous. Oh, you think it's, yeah, this one is, I want to give present something, that maybe it's not. Maybe some students very poor, ugly, maybe that looks like the, but maybe inner is very, most enlightened men, they are very ugly, poor. But where is the really is the suitable container student? You don't know. But it's like kind of first times you give some. This is methods. When you be enlightened man is a very important. Mahayanas is like this. You understand the old Buddha's teaching, view, conduct, everything. Then you express to the others, not Shavaka's way of Pachika Buddha, correctly, not incorrectly. Then is a student is like kind of you need methods. Student beginning in the sentient is like childish, like children. It is like you need like animals. For example, animals you very kind give food. Then slowly. In London, there's one guy. He's like a wild fox. It's become his domestic like frog, and he first time is put the food in the garden. Then there's one fox coming to eat. And then it's like sometimes he go to there, fox will go around but come back, around, come. Then he put there, then he slowly. Then he give by food. And then as the fox is eating the food and he touched. And then slowly, and then he can to really to catch and to like really his own. Like this, cherish sentient beings is very easily to be sad, easily to change. And beginning we need methods like children. There's four is like kind of first generosity. Then it's like then you need to call the nice things. Really is my one teacher in Kambu Pansi Rinpoche is so incredible. When you first time you study with him, he expresses, wow, Jilo is like deer. You understand, fantastic. How is you have this kind of wisdom? Very good. Even you say stupid things, and he say very good. And all the times kindness, gentle, fantastic. And then his students love. Then you follow him 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Then you go to deep, but you have arrogant, proud, a little bit inside. And then sometimes you go to and ask, then he said, Chilo, what is going on in your mind? Last time we studied this a little bit maybe to practice something wrong. Said. Then you are desperate. I try to study with, Campbell begin say now, I understand better than before. Why he say like that? Then you come back a little bit. Campbell nothing to shouting, nothing, but just very kindly. Now what's happened? You are a little bit, I think it's you need to study them. It's like almost nothing, zero. That means zero means it's fantastic. But he's kind of the diminish to destroy your arrogant. And then, but it's like you become more diligent. Then, of course, finally, everything's checked. Student become fantastic. Then he's sending, Chilo, you go to the Gelu school, Kajyo school, Nima school, to share your understanding. I said like this. Buddha said like this. Many commentaries like this. You study now. You really, I'm happy. Now to traveling, he's sending to student, to different schools. Like this is like a kind of the kindness, like speech to saying good, nice, a little bit like kind of plastery. But it's a teacher need. This is the second, and it's like then third one is, and a little bit beginning you need to according. And like a kind of a little bit Shajizanka Rinpoche, he's like kind of the wild, but if you have a wish, sometimes I make joke, Rinpoche, I want to drink a little bit. He said, why not? Okay, sir. and I want to go to something. Yes, why not? Let's dancing to the. Oh yes, why not? And the parties or something is like a coding. Maybe Zangaram don't need it, but it's a kind of the coding you to make happy. It's like it never says yeah, yes, the but yeah, yes. For example, sometimes it's like serious lamas. Also, like how do you say, follow the really absolutely patimoksha's discipline, and like you can to say it's like maybe a little bit awkward. Oh no 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 no! This is no 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 no. Oh thank you. And then it's like a kind of dancing. No no no! I can't do it. Look no and this sort of the, but the teacher sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, but according to the like kind of the student, what is the happy to make happy, then the acting coding. This is like dondon tambase. Then is of course then some in the certain point, then there is really you using. For example, your this benefit for the others means last one is like whatever you say, something meaningful things you need to say. It's like yesterday we are talking about some bad friends talking about war, talk about criticize, and like kind of to make increase detachment, increase anger, jealousy, rivalry, something like this. For example, if you're talking about the football match, if you're talking about the like kind of the how do you say boxing, like this sort of like inside Chris, like kind of the malice and challenge, like this sort of. But really to benefit teachers, never talk like this. There's all the time is constant which kind of benefit. Yes, it's like for example, the good parents, they telling the childrens, hey, says, oh, there is in the one village, there is one parents, they have one child. Study so very well, look amazing things. Then they look at their own children. Our children surely become like this. They are quite, girl, boy, it's so good, dear. You are so fantastic. Then they're talking about these children's qualities. You be like saying, for example, Buddha. Look, he was a child, very conserving, thinking to the others, study everything so very well. Then it's become very famous. Maybe you will become very famous. For the children's like very much. Yes, maybe I want to become very famous. I want to become something like extraordinary things. Maybe it's like this. And then it's like this is a benefit. And also students, you say it's like, yeah, you're good, nice, make a joke, this sort of. Then it's happy. Then it's certainly they are follow. They're like Mahayana's teachers. They capture them. Then doesn't matter. And the students also like really know about this their own teachers' qualities, and then they like teach us whatever they do. Then it's direct teaching. It's okay. For example, we can to take example. It's like for us sometimes too much too rules and too serious. Then it's people's run away. Look at our like our Shedda's studies is almost nothing compare other Sheddas. But our like Western student, our Dharma city, our Shedda is so complicated, many things to memorize and to need to know about, so many informations. No, for me it's not like this. I want a very simple way to sit with laziness. And then it's a runway, and that is the truth. And like this, make a joke, the great master Trungpa Rinpoche, he's like kind of the hippies to collect it. He's drink with them, smoke to them, and knocking with them, and also make joking with them. And also his teaching is like extraordinary. Director Mahamuda looks like the hippies like maybe now or tomorrow I become enlightened man. And then they open the mouth and they want to follow him. Yeah. And then there's turning more and more and more and more. After the 3 years, 4 years, then they become very close him. Then he started teaching and the beginning preliminary practice. Then say, now you are real student, you are real Dharma practitioners. Then you study. This is kind of the methods to, in order to this for benefit for others means use the attacked for the student. It is the necessary. This is like sometimes also the teacher, but in ourselves we need to like to help to other sentient beings, to make the generosity, to say very nice things, and also it's like to a little acting according the friends, and then say something is very like others to it's like very very nice them. You'll randomly automatically whatever coming into your mind to warm me up outside, that is not very good, hurting to the others. We say it's like the word, it is not spear or not weapon or gun, but that this word is to go to others' heart, the heart is completely broken and scarred. Therefore, it's like also ourselves, this for, how do you say, it's like benefit others or the, how do you say, attraction or the attractions for the sake of the others. This is means, for means of the attraction, for means of the attractions. It's we need, even in the family situations, when you are like kind of to be together, some marriage, both partners, you need this one. Is the, you just say it's like only the selfish way, you know, how others to be like to enjoy with the persons. And like this, then it's very important, okay, like this. Then, and also in the word My Perfect Teacher, our book is how's going on. And also it's like we say it's like, wow, have now taken ups Mahayana, that you have now taken ups. And then is the all the practice, the 10 positive actions, 10 positive action. 10 positive action, I don't need to mention, but sometimes it's some people they confuse it. 10 positive actions, first 3 is related to the body, 4 is related to the verb, 3 is related to the mind. And then there is the 10 positive actions. Give a 10 positive actions. 10 positive action. You have this text? Okay. 10 positive actions. Positive is not giver. Sometimes it's virtues. And positive is most they use positive. What does it mean? Your action, for example, 3 relate to your body. Luj geva some said so chupumba, mayimba lamba, monsomba huba poma said. Then it's like these 3 are the relate to the body. Why you call the positive? You stop the killing. Action is a positive, and also the others benefit. You are not dangerous, and also it's like the result. These actions also happiness, long life. It's a positive. Therefore, positive. Stop the like stolen things. It's become the like kind of the benefit for the others, and also antidote for the stinginess. Practice the generosities, and it's like in the futures never lack of the poverties. It's like this, and then it's like sexual misconduct. If you abandon, your self is disciplined, and also you don't make to happy sorrow to the others, and also since the result positive, then next life, next time when you create your family, very much soft, harmony, happy. Like for example, someone is like they create like a married, afterwards 1 or 2 years, all time is ugly. They have very awful children. Children's never like respect to the parents. Parents all the time is like don't much caring to children. they each other almost killing, and this kind of that is a result is the doing the sexual misconduct. And then it's like the verbally we have four. It's lions. Lion means it's like if you stop the lying, it's a benefit for you. It's very much truthful. It's like billions mental recitation purified your verb. Better to stop the lying, liars. And also others is like kind of the you stop the lying. It's more reliable to you. You can like they can very much trust. And also it's like in the futures the result is a positive. I think it's like whoever telling to you all the times. Some people say I never met any cheaters or like kind of deceptive person. All the my friends is like very good. And whoever connect. Some people says I'm unlucky. Whoever I met, partner or boyfriend, girlfriend, or maybe it's like the friends, even the family. All the times they cheating to me, like kind of making the deceptive to me. And this is maybe this we think their problem, but reality we like kind of the done this result is like this. And then it's the harsh word. Say harsh word. If you stop the harsh word, like a harsh word, and also yourself is like a kind, soft, fantastic. Instead, you recite billions mantra, maybe to stop the harsh word, saying to that. And also, it's like others. It's like you received your voice very much pleasant, and also it's like the result in the futures to stop the harsh word, whoever to say something all the time is kindness. Yeah, I have many days a family, friend, whoever, they're quite very gentle. I never received some harsh word from the others people, the truth. And also it's like some is we don't stop you all the time. Yeah, my family is all the time using the harsh word. Friends, it's maybe it's my karma. Whatever I say something, it's like kind of others give me harsh word. This is like kind of karma. When we make a joke, when we say something, it's not very pleasant to the others. They looks like provoking, and then we receive the harsh word. Then we don't want the but often received, because maybe this is due to karma of the we done a lot of give harsh word. And then it's like the tamas, and like the covetousness. It's a covetousness is of course is a very bad. You making the split, particularly teacher and student, very very bad. It's almost in the immediate retributions. And split means like the how do you say it's like tamas. Tama in Tibet. Tama means is Zando Tama is like first or second one, normally orderly. Zan is liar. Tama is like a covetousness. That means it's like you go to this side to say something, this side say something. You make the separations, Tama. Then it's Tsitsuk is already harsh word. Ngangchal is the last one. It is like worthless chatting. And this is also like this. We can to say as you stopped the gossip things. It's quite very fantastic. People respect you. If you stop the gossip, it's others very happy. Oh, if I ever do something, maybe if I this person to see that my son defects, no problem. This person's not much care. They not much to kind of the curiosities. And for example, someone see the some ugly things, it is like a kind of yeah, why not? I make a joke. Sometimes I saw many things, but sometimes very much enthusiastic, like kind of how it this person's doing like this. I saw my eyes, and then it's like immediately turning to back. Maybe myself, I'm like this, and then it's like prevent to say something. Sometimes like people to see the others are doing funny things, very curious to you immediately to say to them, yes, I saw like this, I heard like this. But then it's like someone's look at ourselves, what we do, we forgot it. We do very shame, ugly things we done. But this we forget. We looks like potentially fantastic. We done. And if we like kind of a little bit, someone's knowing that, you immediately, maybe this person's know the might. But we talking others' defects, it's very easily to talk. Therefore, good persons, they say it's all the time, it's okay to see something. Why not? Maybe it's something my diluted eye, my diluted ear. I heard, I saw. But maybe it's not necessarily to take really too seriously. And it's like this. If you talking, then this person has like kind of the very bad kind of the gossip, and you close your own mouth, and then it's like kind of the you help very much, and this kind of beings. If you like says direct to go to there, someone's killing, doing something bad things, and don't do that. Direct to say fantastic, and then you go. Don't say direct. Go to there, there, very bad negative, and therefore, and also the result. If you stop, you all the time hear good things. Say people say, oh, this person's very good. This person's very good. If you done all the time, it's like gossip things. All the time criticize. Like sometimes I'm say, I'm my previous life. Surely I am like a gossip guy. And because it's in this life, lot of receive the kind of criticize behind. And it's like this. Once I was in Malaysia, we look the like email. They're talking about me, in the West. And in Tibet, maybe they're not talking about. And the Western says, we are interested. There's called the Patrul Rinpoche's reincarnation. Someone says, no, he's a fake. And if he is a Patrul Rinpoche's reincarnation, surely everybody crowd around him and to run to see is the reincarnation that. Someone says, yeah, that is true. He's just like kind of, how do you say, stupid, nothing. Talking, 100 pages they are talking. And we like kind of laughing. Yeah, this behind is talking like this. Then you receive like this. Of course, direct also sometimes I received. It's like once one like a Ripa student say me, you cannot use Patrul Rinpoche's names. You are the reincarnation of the Ranyak Patrul. Ranyak Patrul is our Lama say never connected to the Patrul Rinpoche. Why are you using it? I think, yeah, that's your truth. I'm nothing connected to the Patrul Rinpoche. That's you are right. But Ranyak Patrul is the reincarnation of the Patrul Rinpoche. I'm very sorry. This is my period to kind of uncle. But myself, you are correct. Nothing else. This you can't say. Like kind of the direct to criticize it. This is like maybe I did done in the gossip on the past life. Then this is the serious. For example, if I'm taking the serious, maybe I need to cry every day, criticize. Why they criticize? But you look, even the Buddha, how much criticize some non-Buddhism. Even the holiness, the Dalai Lama, extreme representative, the Buddha, maybe in the alive, enlightened activities, maybe it's a holiness activity much larger than the Buddha himself. And like this, but also he received how much criticize. It doesn't matter. Criticize but some is, I think, holiness surely in the period, not to gossip the guy for me. Like this, sometimes it's like we like done a lot of gossip, then we never hear some pleasant sound all the time. Therefore, it's such like this. This four negative action of the relate to our verb, and then mentally it's like how do you say the envious. It's like kind of the part of the stinginess, and there's envious, and there's some middle ones very bad. Harming to the others. Awful things. If you don't like, and then you have an idea this person's something problems, like this. Maybe this person sick, this person's problems, then it's like kind of your enemies. You know, in the word of my perfect teacher, they say to get his competitions, the you knows. Like this kind of harming others means is like not necessarily to took the gun, go to there to shot, not. It's like any kind of other sentient beings problems, you are happy, you are interested, it's like something excitement. It's not very good. This the wrong view. This 10 negative action abandoned, then we call the 10 positive action. The 10 positive action, if you have really great mind, but this is the Buddha's path, connect to the compassion, connect to the your path, absolutely is the best discipline. This 10 positive action, it's the really the basic conduct of the Mahayanas. And if it really benefit yourself, benefit, it's you have these 10 positive actions, you are the superiors, you are the noble, you are the representative of the Buddha, you are the heir of the Buddha. Absolutely. If you practice 10 positive actions, every single sentient being take refuge in you. Prostration, you are protector to them. You are the really helper of the sentient being. Therefore, 10 positive actions. Then it's the four boundaryless qualities. Four boundaryless qualities. And this is the Mahayana's four boundaryless qualities. It is not a kind of the like normal boundaryless qualities. These four boundaryless quality is the absolute the part of the is the compassions. The generally is the four boundaryless qualities is even the normal persons also itself has. Yeah, maybe we can to stop 10 minutes.